fun. Like, it's great. Don't go in expecting like it's good, so bad it's good, but it's meant to be that way.
Yeah.
It's
For some reason, I thought it was Kung Pao 2. That would be awesome.
I think it's. I don't think you can pull off a new Kung Pao.
I just wish he'd make another movie.
Well, because he did Kung Pao, and then he did a bunch of like producing stuff.
Mm.
But before Kung Pao, he was doing the Thumb movies,
Mm-hmm.
which again, I that would be a YouTube like short series. That's the Annoying Orange, but better.
Yeah,
I
that
had a
movie
DVD.
was so good.
I had a DVD for Frank and Thumb, and I would watch it every now and again on my computer. Just always when they recreate the scene where Frank and Thumb just yeets a kid into into the lake.
What is the name of that movie?
Oh, I was at a work play test, and I had my settings get reverted to be open mic, and I would just finished watching an episode of Chainsaw Man on my laptop, and that is a very horny movie or a horny TV show, and I switched to Stargate, and I'm just listening to Stargate in this playtest, and my mic was open. I'm like, I am so glad I swapped. It's like with an exec, and I'm like, fuck, and I just went, shit, sorry. It's just like,
Has Chainsaw Man wrapped its first season yet?
I'm not gonna episode 4. I have no fucking idea.
Okay,
I'm
I'm not gonna start it until it's over with the first season, because like watching this weekly or bi-weekly My Hero show is fucking killing me.
Dude, I had to stop doing that, and because they kept moving where you could watch it. And right now, it's on Hulu. It is one of the places that in Crunchyroll. They don't want to buy fucking Crunchyroll after the shit they pulled with Verve.
I'm paying for Crunchyroll
Yeah, I just
because it's
at
only
least it's not on HBO Max. Fuck HBO.
like I want to watch the Batman movie and the Snyder Cut, and I'm like, I'm not paying for HBO.
I have HBO.
I'll watch it when Doom
Go ahead.
Patrol gets its final season.
Yeah,
I might pick it up and then do that in The Last of Us.
watch that and the Harley Quinn animated.
I want to
show
watch
is
that too.
It's
So
pretty
good, so good.
Watch the first season.
So good. Yeah,
So
I think mine's tied into my DC comic subscription. I think.
DC Universe.
Yeah.
I did buy Dragon Ball Z Superhero on Google Play last night. It's so good.
the new DBZ stuff is pretty solid.
Yep. I like seeing Gohan be better than god awful.
The problem is I really wish in hindsight that they went the original route for Dragon Ball Z where Goku stayed dead and it became the Gohan show.
That would be great. I would love that. Kill off Goku forever. He's a bad father.
He is. That's the whole thing. Was he was supposed to be a bad father and Gohan was supposed to be better. Gohan's a great dad.
Yeah, he is. Which is
And
why
then-
he constantly needs to retrain to get back to his potential so that he could beat the monster or compete in the tournament or whatever.
I think it was a very heartwarming thing. It was one of the newer episodes where they were on the yacht and they're like, you have to go super, but you have to have 5 Saiyans. So like, we don't have 5 Saiyans. And then what's her name like was
We
pregnant, and then
do.
we do, and everybody's like, yay! And I'm like, this is one of the few shows that actually has like lineage to it.
Yep.
Like,
The
it really
character-
is.
Like it has family and family that grows. It's great.
It's not like the Boruto show that it's so bad.
I can't watch Naruto or Boruto.
It's so bad that they're just like, Naruto's in it. Naruto's still here, right? Boruto's not a little cheating piece of shit.
Like I don't want to watch a million episodes of Naruto to figure out what's going on.
Someone compiled a list of filler for that show. Like what was filler? Same with One Piece. When they ran out of mainline shit and they just started like fluffing around.
One Piece, another show I won't watch because I don't have years.
Yeah, I tried to start One Piece and saw how long it was. I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
I kept up with it when I had the physical Shonen Jump manga that used to come monthly, and I would read it. But then that time skipped. I hate like that Naruto time skipped. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait to read this because they didn't even put the novels out, so like it was concurrent. So like you would have like the time skip shit and the previous shit publishing at the same time. Like I can't keep up with this. So, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh though, if you ever want a good manga, the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga was fucking dope. Killed so many people.
I liked the original Pokemon manga with Red.
Yeah, my friend reads it, and he would send me just random like out of context screenshots. It's like the fuck.
Like what was it? The Pokemon that were frozen that Scyther cut to pieces.
Or when something cut an Ekans in half, like I think it'd be
Yeah.
Did you, speaking of Pokemon, did you hear that the anime is like ending?
I
Ash
thought
is being retired.
yes, they are retiring Ash.
He gets one championship in the year of his adventures, and then
He's
they're
only
retired.
won once.
He has won twice. He took the Alolan championship, and then he won the Grand Masters, which was like the current season that they're wrapping up in Japan right now.
Mhm.
And that was like all of the gym leaders, and like it had like a lot of people from different seasons and generations all battling at once. And Ash beat Leon from Sword and Shield. So
Yeah, because he
So
couldn't beat
that's like
Cynthia.
almost 30 years now of competing. He's got 2 wins.
3, because Orange Island, Master League. And...
No one cares about the Orange Islands.
I didn't care about the Orange Islands.
Doesn't count.
Tracy was there.
Yeah. So.
And his Meryl.
Fuck Tracy. I'm gonna be the best at taking pictures.
No, he drew.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not better.
It was the guy that they tied in Pokemon Snap. That was the guy that took pictures. I need to get back to play Pokemon Snap. That game was super fun.
I have it on the Switch because I bought it for my kid.
The Switch it's really good, but it's
and
stressful.
I haven't played it at all though because I bought it for my kid. I'm like, he's gonna love this. He doesn't have to play Pokemon because
there's
that's
a lot
complicated.
going on.
Well, I mean, giving him a game like Sword and Shield, it's got to be it's complicated, right? Like to me, playing Pokemon is complicated.
So an open world Pokemon game is very complicated. The amount of hidden mechanics in that game is insane. And some Pokemon, what it requires to level up is. Ugh.
I don't know if I can play another mainline Pokemon game.
Scarlet and Violet is okay. Like, there's a lot of really good Pokemon designs. The actual story got me a couple of times and made me feel emotional, which was good. But it's just, we played it day one and it was a mess. It was a fucking mess.
Pokemon has not made me emotional since the very first movie.
I got very emotional when I beat X and Y. I got emotional when I beat Sword and Shield, and I got emotional with some of the stuff in Scarlet and Violet because the end game is fucking wild.
Okay.
It goes places. But I don't want to spoil it.
I will not be playing it. My Nintendo Switch is not mine anymore. It is the it has been taken from me. I'm hoping to steal it away when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out.
I mean, I can give you a quick synapse of how it ends.
All right. Spoilers ahead for no one watching
Pokemon
us.
Scarlet and Violet. So, from the very beginning, you're in contact with the professor of the game. There's 2 professors. There's there's Sada, and then there's the other one. I can't remember his name. And they're talking to you the whole time, but they're very robotic. And they're very clean cut, but they will only talk to you, not their son, who is like one of your rivals. And in the center of the continent, there's this place called Area Zero, where depending on your game, there's either past or present or future Pokemon. like you go in there and you learn about what's going on in there. You find out that they've been dead this whole time, and who's been talking to you is actually a robot clone of whichever professor it is. So you haven't been talking to a professor this entire fucking game, and they trick you down there to keep this time machine open, and you have to battle them to the point where they sacrifice themselves to go into the past or the future to close the time machine. And it's just like, yeah, your mom or dad has been dead this entire time, and the guy has to like, and it's just like, this is Pokemon. What the fuck? It's really good, and there's like a lot of like smaller subplots with different like characters that all meet up and then go into Area Zero. It's like it's really good. I just never like I was sitting there, I'm like, they fucking killed off a character and didn't shy away from it.
That's
It's like, oh no.
To me, that's like full send Pokemon story, and I'm not used to that.
No, it was good, and like they let it breathe, and like the robot talks to the his name is Yarvin, I think. No, Arvin, and he's just like, and this kid's already dealing with his Pokemon dying and is like crippled, and he's trying to like rescue it by getting medicine for it this entire game, and then he heals it, and he's like, all right, we're gonna go and find my mom now, or my dad, and it's like, yeah, they haven't been alive for a year and a half, and the only reason they're reaching out to me is because I have this Pokemon now, and they need it to go back in time or go forward in time. It's like, yeah, it's fucked.
This sounds fucked.
Yeah, more dark shit to happen in Pokemon. Yes, please. I would love that.
Well, it should be dark. These are literal, like, a lot of these are literal death machines. And if you go out and capture God, I have nothing for you. You just need to stay away from me. I don't want to be undone in reality or whatever.
Yeah, just gone. Do you want to hear about the bullshit about the next Magic the Gathering set?
We got time to kill because I don't know where D or Chris is.
So, the next set is a crossover with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, why? Why?
Because Hasbro loves milking the titties of.
Do they own Lord of the Rings?
They're licensing
ready
it out.
to do more Lord of the Rings, believe it or not.
Yeah. Well, they got the license to it because they did Warhammer, they did Walking Dead, they did Fortnite. And so if you buy collector's boosters, which are $25 booster packs for 12 cards with special treatments, there is a singular, one and only one ever printed, ring. The One Ring card that is treated with Elvish and has all of the text and stuff as if it was the ring. There's only one in existence, and if you buy a $20 pack, there is a chance that it will be in there.
Interesting.
But only with a $25 value booster pack, not single the singular draft boosters or gift bundles or set boosters. English collector's booster packs.
So what happens if you wind up with that?
You sell it.
Yeah, you sell it, you grade it. Yeah.
This is why I like Keyforge and not any other trading card game.
They're printing decks for Keyforge. They just put an update up.
So, excellent.
Hopefully
we'll
have
on our way.
Yeah, I'll have to. Go ahead.
That reminds me. Finish your Keyforge bit because that reminds me of something else. I'm going to pull it up.
I didn't realize I never submitted my custom name, so I'm getting Water Elemental printed on a deck for being a backer.
No, that's cool.
So, and I'm gonna get a playmat with it. And I told them like I want Saurian, Sanctum, and the Merfolk people from the last set from Dark Tidings. So I'm like, that deck is gonna be super bad, but
it'll be amazing.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get some cool shit.
So for me, I ordered, or I did a bad thing. I backed a Kickstarter, sort of.
Yeah, but I think this is more stable than some of the other shit I've backed. That
Well,
looks cool though.
so this is the next Monster of the Week expansion.
Is that the one that we're stealing Dee's character traits from?
Apparently, her character is from like the newest edition of the base book.
Interesting.
Get out of the way, kitty cat.
Yep.
So I have backed the Codex of Worlds, and I'm also getting a hardback copy of the main book. And they're like crushing it on goals. So we're like getting just a ton of fucking extra mysteries and character groups and character types and all sorts of shit.
That's what I love about Pathfinders 2e as well. It's just like they try to balance it as best they can, but they throw so much customization at you, and that's what I feel is missing from D&D 5th edition. Is like there's the system for 5th edition is great, but character customization is so like linear. There's always there is a set path you would play that character. But in Pathfinder, you can fuck up your character horribly bad.
The only thing I don't like, well, the primary thing I don't like about D&D, because I don't like a lot of things about D&D, is it's so combat focused.
Yes.
And there's like just no room in the game for all of these neat spells that just don't do combat. Like you gotta build the wizard that does the fireball because it's the best. Otherwise, you're useless.
No.
That's why 2e is so great. Is because you can make passive characters and it will work.
I don't know though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I've been talking too much. Your turn.
Defend your game, Brett.
I had to pull my earphones off to talk to my wife for a second, but I think you can do that. And I mean, those spells exist in D&D. You just gotta find a creative way to work them in.
I think all of the modules and stuff are very combat focused because they printed that Strixhaven, which is a Magic the Gathering module in D&D, that was also it was supposed to be like a year in a magical Hogwarts, like their version of Hogwarts, and it was supposed to have all of these classes and stuff you do, and it was mostly combat, and they would skip huge chunks of the year to get to the combat, and it didn't let it breathe.
I think. I mean, I don't know about official releases, but I think with the spells you're given and different things that make up D&D, I think if the GM could homebrew his own stuff where you're having to use a lot of that. I would love to find one where like you're constantly having to use like polymorph or something.
Yeah.
Or like all these spells that you usually don't take because they don't have any meaning in a combat world. Like focus on building a campaign around that. I think that would be fun.
Mr. wants to DM some heists. This is your opportunity to do that for me, and I'll play.
Well, these are pre-written and they are heists, so they are actually, so they're heists. So you're probably going to hope you don't get into combat.
So do I need to be stealthy, or do I need to be? I don't know how to be stealthy. You've seen my characters. You know what I play. You know who I am.
I know. That's why I'm interested to see what happens.
every time. Yeah, make it that. I saw that heist book at Walmart today, and I was kind of interested. But I need to cut. I have so many rule books that I want to read that I just haven't, and I want to set up. Yeah. How many books is he gonna?
I'm just getting the one.
Yeah.
This is the one game. Like I have a ton of fucking books for all different sets or all different games because I don't buy just D&D. But this is what we should play.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, it's Konosuba. Never mind.
Konosuba.
Yeah.
Let's play Konosuba. No. I want more Konosuba anime so badly.
Is there now you gotta tell me, is there a specific spell that lets me steal panties? Like the show? Did they outline that specific thing?
Let me see. Because that's a thief skill, not a spell.
He does it enough times that it's a running gag.
It's an awful gag.
They're awful people. That's
Yes.
the joke. The masochist paladin, the mage that will only learn one spell, the the goddess who is useless, and the kid that shouldn't be in an isekai. That's why it works.
Actually, one of the races in the game, like, have you seen the Konosuba movie with the Wizard Clan?
Oh, I have not. No.
It's so good. They are a different race of people.
Huh.
Because the movie explains it, and you should totally watch it because it explains why they're different. It is so fucking stupid. But they I can't. Yes, watch the movie. I can't say anything. Where's my spells?
What was the first isekai anime? I want to say it was Dot Hack. Someone trapped in another world.
It's maybe. Were they stuck?
Yes, because in Dot Hack Signs, the character was stuck and he couldn't ever log out. And that's what the whole TV show was about. The games were a little bit different, but oh sweet God, Hearthstone's talking about another set. Ugh. Can't keep up with games anymore. Man.
Steal. Use right after close combat damage. Roll on the enemy. Obtain one loot item from the target. Roll on the loot table as normal. If using this as an enemy with specified loot, or without a specified loot, obtain enemy level times something, blah, blah, blah. So I'm assuming characters, they have so bad guys have a loot table, and panties are probably on the loot table for certain enemies.
Fuck yeah.
But they describe the game not as like turns, but as like scenes.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I like to play Monster of the Week. Is we do scenes, and maybe we should skip over some of the driving and travel, but sometimes y'all do crazy stuff and travel.
A lot of times when we're driving somewhere safe, we tend to do something stupid in the middle of
it. Yep.
That's how we keep ending up at Fantasy Waffle House.
Oh, I loved it when y'all fought the god on the bus trying to get the kids.
Whatever his accent was, that always pissed me off.
I don't remember him at all. I just remember the bus was getting wrecked and y'all are flying out of it and stuff. I need to go watch my videos so I don't reuse the accents.
I want to get back. Every time I'm about ready to record and get this done, I still want to do the podcast where I'm doing the making characters. We did the pilot, but we have other ideas, and I came up like a few more episodes that I want to do. One of them is make an anime character in D&D or 5th edition, and then
that's been done.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's
original content.
Not original content, but it's our spin on it, and then we give you the character sheet that you can use later. Just try to challenge yourself, because the whole goal is making a bunch of characters that you can just, with different backgrounds and play styles, that you can just pick up and go. Yeah. And I had this great idea because someone at the card shop they made Magic the Gathering tokens with QR codes to their YouTube podcasting. How cool would it be? It's like you're at a game store, and you're looking at the counter, and there's hey, need a quick D&D character, and then it gives it has a portrait of character, and it has the background on the QR code. It just takes you to a page, and you have that character.
That would be cool. Ooh, you could do that with a booster pack.
It's hey, here's my business cards, but they're also D&D characters. So if someone's I want to play D&D, but I don't have a character, QR code takes you to a character page, on my website.
I love it.
I just got to build up those characters.
Well, if you want to do characters in Monster of the Week, I would love to participate in that.
Yes, definitely. I'd love to do that.
And I will actually hook up my decent microphone instead of my not decent microphone.
Yeah. Problem is, all my microphones are decent at this point. I don't have shit microphones. This doesn't work. I got this from work as a gift when I first started.
Yeah.
It just does not sound good.
Did Brett just disappear?
Cool, Brett died.
Like he was there, and then his camera flashed, and he was gone for me.
Oh, I need to show you guys let me go grab this book really quick. There's a book I want to recommend. Bitch for cat.
Oh,
We're still waiting. I don't feel good about playing with only 2 people.
yeah, it's kind of hard. It's a lot on everyone, really.
All right, what you got for us? Oh, I saw that at what was it, Michael's?
Yeah, I think you posted about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I actually picked this one up. There's also one for like some. He wrote a couple of these, and he's very transparent that these are not balanced very well. They're mainly like, it's like, do you need an in scenario? Like they're great just to kind of see how other people plot an encounter.
Yeah.
And then use it as a reference, or if you need something on the fly, it's great. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Very creative.
If it gave a CR rating, I would make a table and roll on it to see which encounters you ran into.
No, I think he does. He does put a level rating on. Yeah, because it comes with 12 businesses, 24. I don't get what that shit means, but find one here. Temples, tombs, and crypts, and then he gives like an example of what kind of encounter based on 5th edition, but you can replace it with any of your stuff.
Right.
And then like the story behind it. Yeah, no CR rating.
If it's got a level range, then that's fine too. But it's hard to do like dungeons because people always want to take a long rest.
Yeah, it does not have done CR ratings on it. Yeah, because one of them has harpies, bandits, and a bandit captain, and a griffin, and that's totally different CR levels. For sure. 2d4 drow and a drow priestess of Loth next to a shadow demon, 1d4 shadow demons. Like, yeah, it's whoop.
I love a peaky set of encounters where you don't know if it's going to be super dangerous or you're just going to like raffle stomp through.
I was watching shorts on College Humor has their Roll20, or not Roll20, their D&D show, and Brendan Lee Mulligan, who's their DM, was talking about how do you make death rolls more interesting, and he's like, his guest was like, that roll is between you and the DM only, and they can't say anything. So it goes from, we have between 3 to 5 turns depending on what's going on, and they're aware of the timetable. You have it behind the screen, and it's like at minimum we have 2 turns. I'm like, that's way better.
I like that.
Like, I'm stealing that. That's so good.
I love to play a high stakes game because I think characters are disposable for plot reasons.
I try not to, because I do a lot of beginner groups, and losing your first character is always hard, unless it's like we're going in. It's like I'm going to be harsh, or if too many fuck ups happen, yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, in a case like this, like in most cases, I try to put the pressure on them and reward good skill, but also like if you're gonna keep fucking up, I'm not gonna protect you.
Like, I think it's less about having good skill and more about having a good plan.
Yep.
Because if you go in, if you all group up and hit it till it dies, somebody's gonna die.
The Pathfinder conga line, where everybody will just keep doing the flanking line if possible, because that's just what combat rewards. Because if you could draw a straight line between you and the enemy, that's flanking, you get advantage.
Yep.
Or
it's the same thing in 5e if you do flanking. And like, you have to do flanking if you're a melee. It just makes sense. You're stupid not to do it.
But that's why you create the scenario, or like you don't have the open. Not everything is a big open thing. You get the nice tiny corridors. I was doing a great temple like run encounter where there was very tight spaces inside of like a greenhouse, and the plants like were not only rough terrain, but some of them were toxic, and like standing in them and trying to flank meant it's like you could flank at half speed, plus you take 1d4 points of like thorn damage because they hurt like fucking hell. It's that kind of shit.
I see D is online. She's got a green dot.
So I'm going to beginning of next month. I'm going to the League Championship Series spring finals out here.
Is it gonna be good?
In a while. I hope so. I gotta actually see what teams are playing and what the metas are. I feel bad. It's a late birthday present for me, so it's like I bought the tickets.
Are you gonna play?
No. This is like.
Well, they usually have like an open bracket because with the Halo Combat or Halo Championship Series, they
this is like
free for all thing.
$1 million prize pool tournament with like the pro League of Legends players.
Okay.
So these are like the pro teams. You're just there to watch.
We did that with at Halo Championship Series. They had open entry for like people to join in the championship bracket if they made it through the whatever.
You can earn your place in the finals, or you can play. Yeah.
And you could also they also had the free for all tournament, which I got obliterated in the first round, and all of my friends did too. And it wasn't even close in any of the fights.
Yeah, this is like you have to qualify prior to this and then be a part of the league. Like you got to go from like challenger rank into the LCS and then play well in the LCS. It's not like what is it, Overwatch League, where you have to buy a team and and have them in for like $1 million.
Somebody proper should sponsor it. Looks like Dee's not going to make it. She's probably still dealing with what happened last week. Chris is going to be super late. What's his? He said 5. What is 5 his time? Is it like 7
our time?
7 our time?
But the airport is like
an hour away.
Minutes.
Yeah, the airport is way out in the middle of nowhere. Oh wait, I'm thinking Denver.
No, he's in Denver.
Oh, he is in Denver.
So he's an hour away. So
that thing is way the hell away from.
Well, if you still live in Boulder, Golden area, then yeah, it's like.
So he wouldn't even get home until 9 o'clock. Best case scenario.
At that point, we're just doing whatever.
Y'all want to play something?
What do you got?
What's up?
I don't know. Let me look at Steam. I have Halo installed and I have Battlefield installed.
Both of those are my console, and they're not. I had to uninstall it for memory.
I have 7 Days installed, but I don't have a server running. I have Dark Souls. I don't have a lot of multiplayer games installed. I mean, I have explicitly multiplayer shooters.
Yeah,
and
all that stuff's on my Xbox right now.
And Satisfactory.
Oh, what I got.
But I got fast internet, so I can download real quick. Unless it's like massive.
What do we got? I haven't opened my Steam in a while. Let's get the Steam cobwebs off.
Let's see. Advanced filtering. Multiplayer with water elemental and what's your name, Brett? In Steam.
Bassbert, BASSBERT.
Are you sure?
No, no Valve Hardware Survey.
BASSBERT.
Maybe I'll just remove this other check. Oh no, it's literally set as Brett.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It just shows Brett. It shows my name.
Yep. It says
Okay.
BRET.
Yeah. Weird.
So I made a quick. I like how you can do quick filters in Steam now and just show what everyone has.
That is pretty cool that you can do that.
We all have Saints Row the Third. Civ 5. I don't think we can play any length of that game.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead. I think that's a Telltale game.
Yes.
There's
That is
Yeah,
not.
that's
and Valheim. I don't think we could do much in Valheim.
It's sale. If you want to get an early kick, Diablo kick, there's always Titan Quest. Super cheap usually. Played a lot of that.
What's on my wish list? Forest 2 is something or Sons of the Forest is something I want to buy.
Yeah.
Everything else is not on sale.
Yeah, the things on sale right now are like Deathloop, Moonlighter. Ooh, the people who did Moonlighter are doing a new League of Legends game in the same kind of pixelated art style. That actually looks good.
Oh, that reminds me, Moonlighter was on sale. Did I miss it?
$2.99 right now.
Yeah, the complete edition is like $4.
What game is it? I mean, I see it right now, but what kind of game? It looks like a Zelda.
It's like so you loot dungeons, and then from the loot that you get in the dungeon, you sell it in a shop, and there's a shop mini game in between dungeon runs.
Is Dark and Darker out yet?
What's that?
There's a shop. Okay.
It's fun. It's a good Switch game.
Oh, it's coming soon. Dark and Darker is a fantasy dungeon crawler game, kind of like Tarkov, where you're in a dungeon and you go in with the gear that you've collected from other runs, or you just go in with like a default set, and you're trying to loot and gather stuff and survive like PUBG Battle Royale storm circles, and at the last circle, then portals start opening up for you to extract and get. It's like the dark zone from Division. You go in, try to get as much gear, but if you die, someone else can take your shit. And there's only a certain amount of people each game that can actually leave to progress. Or you can go further into a dungeon. And
what is it called again?
Dark and Darker.
Is it free to play?
It was free early access. But
okay. It's coming soon.
Whoa. Yeah.
But I watched people play it when it was last time it was in early access, like demo, and it looked really fun.
It's giving me some Barony vibes.
Yeah, but with killer graphics.
Yeah, Barony was not very pretty.
I mean, Barony was fun, but it looks interesting from these.
It looked good.
Gameplay.
Hopefully, it gets polished up pretty good. There's Dark Tide.
I've added it to my wish list.
I was gonna say we could, if we all have Xbox Game Pass, we could do Dark Tide because I think Dark Tide's on Game Pass.
I have Game Pass.
Is it on PC for Game Pass?
Yes, I think it's only PC Game Pass. Let me actually figure out how to install shit from Game Pass.
What is it called again?
Warhammer 40K Dark Tide.
Oh, that one. Yep.
Yeah, it's like Left 4 Dead.
I mean, you want to just play Back 4 Blood?
I do have Back 4 Blood.
I don't have it installed, and it wasn't that fun.
No, but Dark Tide looks really good. Let's see how fast it. Game Pass.
I've clicked. It's downloading. 0%.
Or Back 4
Blood.
Which
one? Dark Tide.
Okay, install.
It says preparing. 40 gig.
40 gig? That's not bad. All right, let's race.
Brett, do you have potato internet?
I do not. But I do have a heavy load on my internet.
Yeah, you do.
A heavy load.
Oh, I focused on some. Oh, there we go. I clicked on it.
Let's see where I'm still trying to pull it up. Dark. God.
All right.
I'm gonna stop streaming. Bye bye, internet.